Basically playing my coverage and being over top. Quarterback put off his back foot. Just went up and grabbed it. That was pretty much it.
Was it, did he make a cut, the receiver make a cut the wrong way or something like that? Because there was a lot of room to him doing that.
I feel like he cut the wrong way. I feel like the quarterback expected him to go up the field more, but he tried to go across. So it looks like they were just on the wrong page.
Maye, have you been able to just back up into an interception like you did? It seemed like you were just kind of like adjusting.
Nah, that was pretty easy right there, so I appreciate that one. I can't complain about it.
Armani, what has it been like trying to get more playing time and, being kind of lower on the depth chart and it's a place you're not used to being? I mean, started in the ACC for a long time. Like, what has this been like? And what was it like today to be able to get out there and to contribute after you haven't played much at all?
I would say it was rough. But I mean, you always stick through things, just keep fighting. The two young guys were doing a great job. And I sat out during the spring. So, I mean, it was a tough battle, but shout out to Coach Warren and Coach Jones for giving me that chance. But overall, getting back in the game today was pretty smooth. Got to fix up some things, but it was a pretty good transition.
When you guys, just to follow up on that, when camp started in August or July, were you 100% healthy by that point, coming off the surgery, or?
A little bit. I was still working back. We had some limitations to it, but I was still practicing.
Armani, you go up against Nate McCollum every day in practice. How gratifying was it for you and everyone else on the team to see him finally go out there and just cook everybody, basically?
Nah, Nate's a good guy, man. Playing against him at Georgia Tech, seeing him, all the hard work paying off, after not playing the first 2 weeks actually. So, I mean, I was proud of him, both for our first time being on the field for UNC. So, overall, Nate is a good receiver. He's definitely going to play at the next level.
Matt talked about how his team's player-led. Years out of obviously Cedric Graves kind of been one of those leaders of that unit. You've been around for years, like Cedric, in general, is this team one of the more player-led teams that you've played on in your time?
I would say this team here is different. Special team, I tell them all the time, like, coming from where I come from, like, this team shouldn't take anything for granted because it came from Virginia Tech, and this team here is built around a great staff. So, overall, being around Ced, just like being around Dax Holyfield. But I tell them all the time, I never had a drink man. So at the end of the day, like you go out there with supreme confidence knowing that you have somebody right behind you that's gonna go down the field and just score touchdowns all the time. So I feel like this team right here is just special.
Given that you played in a rival program, care too much for each other. Now you're here, but you had to go through the battles on the field. Was there a moment today when you're out there and you're starting to get into the groove that you are used to being on the field? You thought, okay, I am here, I've arrived, this is kind of my thing here.
Yeah, it just, first few snaps kind of shaky because you don't know what's coming, but after you get into the groove, you realize like you've been here before, you've done this plenty of times, plenty of reps. So overall, it's just about repetition. So I felt like I got comfortable towards my second time.
What was it like before you got comfortable?
I was real jittery, I would say. I was thinking about it a lot, and after a while, I started picking up on concepts and formation. So it was pretty smooth after the first drive.
Armani, looking at these first 3 games, what the secondary is kind of done, what do you think needs to, that you all have done so far, what do you think that needs to kind of transfer into conference play as you guys are a little bit into?
Overall, we're about to go play some of the great receivers in the ACC on this stretch. So secondary definitely has to pick it up. Just from my standpoint of view, we just have to get better overall. We can't let everybody touch the ball. But the goal is always to go 1-0, so we're always happy with the win.
In 3-0, where do you think you guys are overall as a team going into ACC playing? And how much better can you be? Like, where would you measure yourself on, I guess, the scale of where you are to where you could be? What would you say?
I would say we haven't arrived. We haven't played our best football, but overall, we can definitely be the best team in the country. I would say. Not even just ACC. I tell the guys all the time, like, this team can go 15 0. Like, you go win a national championship with this team. You got plenty of coaches on the staff that have won national championships, know what it takes. You got Super Bowl champions here. You got all types of stuff around you. So you just got to take advantage of it. You just got to play to the expectation that the coaches put out there for you.
15 and
15. So,
Ready to lose? All right. You guys give it up, Mike? keep one of that. Especially one of the boys.
Just double check it, like, you know, check it the line.
No, I lost a lot of respect right there.
Adam, it's not that you had any respect at all. You would improve.
Drake and I are old friends.
It was a step forward. You had it.
That's it.
Mike, can you just talk a little bit about Nate's game? And I know he had 21 targets. Was that pretty much the game plan, or just the way it evolved?
I think it's just kind of how it happened. Obviously, when we give him the ball, you know, he's a great player. He kind of that slot position, that same position Kobe's been playing the past couple weeks, and you know, just kind of happened that way. Obviously, you know, I'm just trying to throw the open guy, and they got open a lot tonight. So you know, that's how it goes. You know, if I threw around the yard, I got to make some better decisions early on. But he's a hell of a player. He's gonna get open. He's got that same kind of twitch that Josh has of getting open, and he's tough to bring down.
What kind of element does he add to this offense as opposed to what you deal with the first two games?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I think we have some good guys make big plays the first two games, but at the same time just adds, you know, some icing on the top. You know, he's, like I said, naturally getting open, he's small, he's tough to bring down. You saw him in that, I think it may have been maybe second short or third short, and he felt like 6 tackles to get the first down, like a 2-yard gain, but it's a little thing that'll show up in the stat sheet. And I mean, a lot did show up, 15 catches for 100-something, 150 plus yards, and a touchdown grab. That was sweet. So it's nice out there, just be out there making plays and finding guys.
Did you have any particular conversations with Nate before the game? You know, obviously knowing he'll be more full go. Was there any kind of conversation of, you know, I'm going to be looking to you tonight and anything?
No, I don't think it's one of those things. It's, the only thing he told me before the game, he said, man, Drake, I'm itching to play. And he was kind of jumping up and down. So you know, once you hear that from anybody, you know, you're expecting him to be, you know, clicking on all cylinders, and you know, he showed that tonight.
A lot more vertical in the pass game today. How much of that was what Nate brings to you? So more of it's there. How much of it was a conservative effort coming in? How much of it was a response to what they were doing defensively?
Yeah, I think it was more responsive to defensively. You know, stopping the run, they're bringing number 7 to the point of attack pretty early, pretty fast. They did a good job tackling the backs on short yardage, and they come down and hit them about 2 or 3 yards. And then we just kept on trying to catch them in sub scenarios on third down. Thought we did a nice job of that. And you know, sometimes, like I said, like I've been saying, you know, sometimes we're running, 300 yards. Sometimes we're running from 400 yards. And I can tell you that was right, or that happened. But I think y'all know.
What did you think of the free Tess Walker chance, and then he got to light the bell tower as well?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a special moment. Those are the things in college football that make college football special. You know, something like that with Tez out there, and he's awesome on the sideline. He's bringing energy, coming up and checking on me about every drive. I almost feel like, you know, it's my mom and dad asking how school was every day. He's coming and checking up, you know, all the time. He's being a great attitude.
You wait for more when they were doing that. Like, when you first heard it, did you think, like, am I hearing this right? Like, what was your reaction when you started hearing it, and obviously you liked it?
Yeah, no, anytime, someone's changing your name or something for you, whether it's high school basketball, or, anything, student sections or the whole stage chant something, it feels good. You get a little embarrassed at the start of it, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty special moment. So just wanted to egg it on and, be the little, the little brother that's, antagonistic and, what's the word for it? I'm always trying to start some, hold on.
Were you trying to be the ringleader there?
No, it's, what's the word where like the pesky little brother always trying to start something?
Instigator?
Yeah, instigator. There it is. Kind of instigator. That's just how I'm kind of made and just now.
Drake, you kind of mentioned joking around like 1 game we went for 300 yards, next game passed at 400. You guys almost did that from after this game. Did you feel like that was maybe a luxury this offense could do last year? And if it wasn't, what makes this year's offense different? And how much, I guess, higher ceiling does this team have with that ability, like you said, to be so multi-diverse on offense?
Yeah, I think we did prove that point. I think we ran for 300 last year. I think stat showed we threw for 400 tonight. Yeah. Just shows the versatility of this offense. We're going to take what the defense gives us and also hurt them on the opportunities we have, whether it's deep shots, whether it's, feeding Amari on the bridge, 40 times a game, or me get out the pocket making plays, or hitting our weapons downfield. We've got a lot going on offensively for us. We still played our best. We're hitting our stride on some drives. The one about 20-minute good play, on the rollout. I should have thrown it over him, bad throw, and then the second one I got hit, and I was trying to throw it out of bounds, but stuff happens.
Along those lines, like you said, over 400 passing yards for the second time in your career, with a couple passing kind of wish you would have that.
Yep.
In terms of your individual growth, your individual ceiling, I mean, how close do you feel like you're getting to that as the season progresses?
The thing is that week by week, you try to get better every week. Tough thing about college football is everybody's going to bring it. You don't know what they're going to bring. You can watch on film as much as you want, study them up. They're going to bring something different, and that's the thing about just kind of learning what they're going to try to do to me, and just going from there.
Was that collision on the sideline on the first drive as bad as it looked upstairs?
Yeah, I haven't seen the replay. Yeah, that's a stinger in football. I was telling our athletic director, Mr. Cunningham, that's a grown man's game, and that one hurt. I told number 9 after. I'm not sure how many dudes hit me, but I remember he was right there. That one hurt. But, I'm not coming out of the game. They're taking me out of the game for me to.
But you're right quarterback sneak in the very next play.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's football. Like I said, I was telling the guys, I'm not coming out of the game unless they take me out.
So now they got you punting the ball too?
Yeah, I wasn't bad. I didn't feel great punting. It came off a little weird. I've been working with the punters a little bit. My dad was an all-state punter in high school. He always said he's disappointed none of us could punt. None of the Maye brothers can. So I tried my best. Thought I was all right. Few was in the 15. But Big Kieran bet me a cookout tray if I got up in the 5. So.
When was your last punt? When was the last time you punted?
Last time I punted. Growing up, at the field, me and my brothers would play. Whoever could get it closest to the end zone on the 1 or something. That's the last time probably in the backyard. But other than that, we punting just for fun or playing kickball.
So you have to pay up on the cookout Friday?
No. It was a one-sided bet.
Okay.
Two of the things that Matt talked a lot about, and I guess that was a point of emphasis for us, closing teams out and playing complementary football. After Armani's pick, they hit 46 yards. You guys scored 10 points. So you had the complementary football, and you closed them out. How important is that this team has shown we can do that?
I think that's really important. I think the big emphasis was close people out. I think we had a chance. That last drive where we go up 31-13, that's an example of us closing them out. We had it against Duke. We had a chance. We had a 4th down stop last year. We didn't close them out. Against App, we had a chance. I think we got an interception, and we went 3 out with a field goal. So I just remember numerous times we got a chance to kind of close them out, and we have to answer the bell offensively. And it's tough because it's kind of a mix between, I feel like we're always up in that 8 to 11 point range, or 7 to 15 or 3 to 14 range where you want to kind of waste the clock, but also want to keep the same offense and be explosive. So I think after the first 2 turnovers I kept it in mind to be smart with football and take care of the ball. And just a great team win that defense. How about that defense? Unbelievable all night. It's fun to watch those guys.
Max said that during that period, he went over to the offense, you guys going out there, he was going to say something like, you got to get something going here. But you and Corey were already doing it.
Yeah.
He said he didn't have to say anything. You guys were taking care of it. And that's one of the things he loves about this team, because Cedric was doing the same thing to the defense when they're about to get on the field.
Yeah, Coach Brown preaching player led. Player team, player leadership. Our Chapman, Mitch Mason's had a really tough week. In his Chapman, and he talked to us last night. He always talks to us Friday night, and we call it Chapman. And he's just saying, don't run from it. From a challenge, run through it. That's just the mindset. Through 2 interceptions back to back. Same thing with South Carolina. Don't run away from it. Still throw the rock. Run through.
Last one. What's the bottom lock right now? What's the theme song that's bottom? 3-0 right now. In the ACC play, you got to pick one song for what would you say?
I like that. That's a tough question. I'm not great with all the rap songs. I know a little bit of Young Boys playing. Other than that, I think it's all the motivation to sing the fight song, sing the Carolina song, the rah rah rah. That's the big motivation. And on the dub, and that's kind of the biggest motivation for us singing that.
All right, thanks, Rick.